Lori DiGiulio, registered massage therapist and NKT practitioner in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm going to show you a drill that I use sometimes as a progression from some foam rolling for the thoracic spine. So the thoracic spine is the part of the spine that the ribs attach to, and it's the part of the spine that we should be generating a lot of movement from. Unfortunately, because of our daily habits, like seated at a desk and slumped forward, looking at our devices all the time, the rib cage becomes stiffened up. And so there's a lot of lack of mobility that happens through that rib cage. As a result of that lack of mobility, sometimes the low back, the neck, and the shoulders are forced to do ranges or make up for some of that movement. And the result of that is often low back pain, neck pain, shoulder dysfunction. And so this drill is really great for helping to reverse that slouched forward posture by creating not only mobility through the rib cage, but also by encouraging some strength through that mid back. And so I'd suggest doing this after you've developed a little bit more mobility of the thoracic spine. So there's lots of information about how to foam roll the thoracic spine, and that's really a good drill to do before this. So what you'll do, I'm going to show you how to do this on a massage table because that's how it's going to be easily viewed for you, the way my camera is set up. But you can do this on a floor. Make sure that you're on a stable surface. And you want to come to hands and knees, comfortable hands and knees posture. You can tuck the toes under or you can leave the feet flat, whatever is comfortable for you. And then you're going to balance on your forearm. Bring the hand behind the head as if you were going to do a sit-up. And you're going to create a little bit of thoracic rotation. So let me show you what that looks like. So I'm coming to hands and knees. My knees are about hip distance apart. My hands are about shoulder distance apart. I'm going to move my hands so this doesn't matter so much. And so I'm in this kind of tabletop position. What you're going to do is you want to lock down that lumbar spine so that this rotation is not coming from the low back, that it's coming from the mid back. So I'm going to sit my butt back, and then I'm going to put my forearm, one of my forearms, you're going to do this on both sides, on the floor in front of me, kind of right underneath my chest. And so this is going to be my stable arm. And then I'm going to take my other hand, I'm going to put it behind my head, and then I'm going to open up. I'm going to create rotation away from this stable arm. So here's what it looks like. So I'm making sure that my hand that's behind my head isn't jamming into my head and pushing my head forward, that movement is coming just from my elbow, coming out to the side as I squeeze my shoulder blade towards the spine. It may be hard just to do that. So there's nothing wrong with staying here and just getting used to that elbow coming out to the side as you squeeze the shoulder blade back and down. Once you feel comfortable with that, then you can add a little bit of rotation. So you can see that my head stays in neutral. I'm not jamming my head back. I'm also not making my head part of that rotation. The rotation is coming all from my trunk. If you have some shoulder mobility issues, low back pain, that might be a great drill for you to help free up the rib cage so those parts of your anatomy don't have to work so hard. If you're in a job or you have activities that cause you to slouch forward, that also might be a great drill to help reverse that slouch and create some stability through the mid back.